Hey friends, how we doing? We're gonna be doing a taste testing of some tequila and a Q&A. So any questions you guys have, shoot it my way and we can chat about whatever it is you guys want to do. I'm gonna be live for a little bit. Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Estoy bien? ¿Y tú? Buenos días, buenos días. What do you think about Siete Leguas Blanco? I love Siete Leguas. I think Siete Leguas is a great tequila. Great heritage, really good stuff. Cicero, let's do this. Let's do it, man. Here we are. Here we go. What's a good up-and-coming brand? I would say two of them that really jump to mind is La Casa and Cascanes are two that are doing it well, in my opinion. Saludos. Love your recommendations. Hey, thank you. Doc James 58. Hey, Louis, congrats on the competition. Thank you, my friend. I really appreciate it. It was really fun to compete. It was a great time. It was a really, really good time. All right, we're going to be tasting some tequila in just a little bit. I'm only going live for a little bit today, unfortunately. I have to be done by about 4 o'clock. I have to get to work, and my bartenders are coming in. So only live for another 20 minutes or so. Yo, question for you. What's the difference between Jose Cuervo and the Reserva Familiar brand? Is there one? So I don't drink any Jose Cuervo. I think all of it's garbage. So I don't. I think that their Reserva de la Familia is just their way of trying to make a better high-end brand. But I don't like it. I don't like anything about Jose Cuervo. Have you ever had to fire an employee for stealing from you? No, I've had to fire employees for talking trash about me to guests inside the building, which was a really weird situation. And the guy was much older than me. He was like 3 times older than I am, which is crazy. Are you a fan of Cierto Private Collection? I've never tried it. Suavecito may not be additive free, but so good. I don't drink any non-additive free tequila, or yeah, I don't drink tequila that has additives in it. I just don't. I don't think it's good. I can't get past that flavor. I work in a really busy bar and I'm pushing to get some better bottles. Our well is Montezuma. Oh God, okay. Well, let me help you out because that's disgusting. Montezuma sucks, man. Tell your boss, Cimarron, $20 a liter, or Arete, $20 a liter. It's cheap, it's additive free, and very delightful. So, right there. This is me helping you out right now. Tell your boss. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot, CH. I'm going to hold it for you, and you take a screenshot, and you show it to your boss. And you say, hey, man, we got to get some of this in. It's $20 a liter. It's so good for a well. Yeah, maybe Montezuma's like $11, whatever the hell it is, but it's not good. So get yourself some good tequila, my friend. Love the channel. Do you think tequila is moving in the direction whiskey has in terms of more craft distilleries creating product? I don't think it's moving in that direction. It already is in that direction. The difference is that all of the big brands that you know of, all the additive filled ones, they have the most money. So they're the ones who get placed in the most bars, in the most restaurants, in the most liquor stores. So it's not that there aren't craft producers. There's over 150 craft producers in Mexico that you can find on Tequila Matchmaker. So it's not like there is more making it. I think like there are more people starting to create tequila, but I think tequila is different than whiskey because whiskey comes from a grain. So you can so you can basically make whiskey way more frequently than you can make a tequila. For you to make tequila, you need to get agave that's been growing for 6 to 7 years. So it's difficult. Is Arete a good tequila? It's like the only non-additive. Arete is an amazing tequila. Their regular one and their fuerte, as well as their artisanal line, all amazing. I think Arete is such a great budget option. What's your take on cachaça B tequila? I don't know what that means, but what's my take on cachaça? I love cachaça. As a Brazilian, there's nothing that makes me happier to sip on than cachaça. The reason I don't talk about it as much is because no one gives a shit. It's just the truth. Visit Totonilco, Jalisco sometime. A lot of tequileros. I would love to. I just need to get down there at some point, but it's difficult for the end of this year because I have a lot going on at the restaurant this year. So yeah, a little bit difficult. But yeah, cachaça is my favorite spirit on the planet. For those of you who don't know, it is Brazil's national spirit. It is a rum-ish made from freshly pressed sugar cane juice. Hey Louis, what's your favorite high proof tequilas? I've had Hit 4 high proof, Fortaleza still strength. I really like both of the ones you mentioned, but the only other one that I would mention as well is the Cascanes still strength. Chris Lindsay. Oh my gosh, I just butchered your name. That's awful. Chris Lindsay. Dude, thanks. I've learned a ton from you about tequila. You're the man. Dude, thank you. You're the man. I appreciate you very, very much. Anything you need, let me know. Check smaller liquor stores for Fortaleza. Yeah, I would do that. Hey, Cuatro cannot find it. It is regional and sold under name. No, it's available in most places. It's just similar to Fortaleza. It is high demand, not enough supply. Pierre, oi, tudo bem? Tudo bem. Where's your restaurant? My restaurant is in Marlborough, Massachusetts. It is about 35, 40 minutes outside of Boston. What's the most popular drink at your bar? The caipirinha, without a doubt. Caipirinhas are the national cocktail of Brazil, and by far one of my favorite cocktails ever. I passed on Cascana Still Strength because they had Grande Vejo High Proof for half the price. Okay, cool. You should. I still think you should try the Cascana Still Strength. It's really good. Can you show us a bottle of your favorite tequila añejo? I have a lot of favorite añejos. I can't actually show you my favorite right now, other than the He Cuatro añejo, but it's up there. I'll have to grab it. Hold on. All right, let's talk about añejos for a minute. These two are probably my favorite añejos at the moment. Cascanes Añejo is also one of my favorites to be in the top three competing with these two, but I just don't have a bottle of it at the moment. So these two are my favorite añejo tequilas at the moment, obviously, and you guys are going to start, but you can't find it anywhere. I get that, but you asked me for my favorite. These are my favorite, even if you can't find them. But for a budget añejo, I think you're hard-pressed to find anything better than the Tres Agaves Añejo. It is about $30-something and really, really tasty. Do I see Tres Amigos back there? No, you don't. What would you suggest for people as a tequila for those who enjoy bourbon? First, I would suggest you opening your mind just a little bit. And what I mean by that is that if you are looking for a tequila that tastes exactly like bourbon, just drink bourbon. Some añejos and some, like for example, the Fortaleza, the Tres Agaves, if they've been aged longer, they're going to have similar flavors to bourbon, but they're not going to be identical. A lot, if not most, tequila, if I'm not mistaken, is aged in ex-bourbon barrel. So any well-made tequila that is aged in reposado, any well-made reposado or añejo tequilas, those are going to be your best bet for if you like bourbon. They're going to have similar flavor profiles because they use ex-bourbon barrels to age tequila. Speaking with whiskey terms, because I don't know any better, is aged tequila better? So here's where I think that a lot of people get tripped up. So in America, you hear things about like age statements on whiskey, and you're like, oh, it's like a 12-year Scotch or a 15-year Scotch. It must be amazing. One thing that I learned that blew my mind is that aging, there's a couple of things about it. If you try drinking whiskey that is unaged, it's basically undrinkable. I hate it. I think that like moonshine is disgusting. So I do not, so that's already big a difference, right? Like an unaged whiskey is horrible. An unaged tequila, if well made, is amazing. So it's like you're starting off at different points, right? Like let's already start there. So a bourbon that is unaged is gonna taste awful, in my opinion. If you've never had it, I suggest you try it just for the experience. If you take a unaged tequila, it's gonna be amazing if it's well made, right? And then the thing about aging is that climate and temperature and environment really plays a role in it. So for example, let's take Scotch. In Scotland, it's not as hot. It's not a tropical climate. It rains a lot. So, you can age something there for like 12, 15 years and it'll be many, many years. It'll age correctly. When you're talking about tropical climates, so if you're in Mexico, the Caribbean, Brazil, any of the places in a tropical climate, if you try to age something in that climate, it's going to age faster, meaning the liquid inside of the barrel is going to pull more flavor, color, everything from the barrel much faster. So when you think about like extra añejos must be better, that's not true because it depends on what you're looking for in a spirit. So in a whiskey, yes, the longer you age it, usually it gets better because it starts to get more flavors. It starts to get more flavors from the barrel. With tequila, you're starting off at a point that already has a great flavor and you want it to taste like that agave because it takes 6 to 7 years to reach maturity before you can harvest it. So it takes you so long and you're there. So I hope that explains it a little bit. So the older tequilas doesn't mean it's better. In my opinion, I actually prefer sipping blancos or still strengths over reposado and añejo tequilas mostly. Can you show us that bottle on your left side? This one? The Tres Agaves? So I'm just going through some questions here. Do you like whiskey? I love whiskey. What do we have? C, you speak Spanish? Sí, hablo sí. No, the other bottle. This one? There was thoughts on fee foam versus egg whites. I don't like fee foam. I think it's weird. I like egg whites, and I know people are so against it. I don't know why. I just think if people just open their minds a little bit and just had egg whites in a cocktail, you would see that it's magical. I think that the fee foam works okay. I'd rather stick to egg whites. I don't even like aquafaba. I think aquafaba has a weird taste to it. I'd rather have the egg white. Um, If you had to decide between Cascanes, El Tesoro, and Tequila Ocho, which reposado would you go with? It depends on what I'm doing. I like all three of those. I would probably lean between the Cascanes or El Tesoro. Probably the Cascanes, but the El Tesoro repo is really good too. Just got the Cascanes still strength, and that thing punches you in the mouth with agave flavor. Thank you for the recommendation. That's exactly what I love about it, and you're very welcome. Egg white is definitely better. Happy you agree. What attracts you to Blanco versus the other ones? Well, the flavor of agave. In a tequila, because it has those natural agave flavors, I don't want it to be masked necessarily by the barrel. So I typically prefer a very nice still strength or a Blanco tequila personally. Favorite Bully Boy product? I really like their Amaro, the one that it's comparable to Amaro Nonino. I think it's great. I also think that I tried one product that they're still working on that I don't think I'm supposed to really be talking about. But it's essentially a Campari alternative, and I literally cannot wait till they launch it because I really need it. The owner at my bar thinks eggs is a liability. I prefer egg white as well. Well, the owner of your bar is probably worried about it because if your bartenders don't properly work with it, you could actually make someone sick. So you just have to do it correctly. And I understand the hesitation, but that's why I have many videos. I've actually done many videos on how to teach people how to properly work with egg whites in a cocktail. It's on my YouTube channel. It's on my TikTok as well. Thoughts on Flecha Azul? I posted a video last week about it. I would check it out. Diabetic-friendly margarita recipe. That's an interesting question. People who are diabetic, drinking alcohol is going to spike their glucose levels kind of anyway. So it's hard to say. As far as I know, I'm not a doctor though, so don't take my word about it. How do you feel about Corazon? You post that all the time. I don't know. I've never tried it. I'm sorry. I don't drink every tequila. I try, but I try to stick to the good ones. Love the content. Thank you. I appreciate it. Do you have a favorite Pechuga mezcal you suggest? The one that I've tried that really blew my mind was Real Minero's Pechuga was amazing. I've never tasted anything like it. If you can find it, try it. It's so good. Death Hippie, I love your channel. Thanks for everything you do. Thank you for everything. I appreciate it. I'm happy you watch. Your thoughts on Terramania Añejo? Is that, you mean Terramana, the rocks tequila? I would go watch my videos on YouTube. I don't like any of his stuff. I love him as a person and his movies, and he has a really big part of my childhood, but I hate his tequila. I really appreciate you and your education. Thank you. I'm happy that you liked it. Thank you for your work, brother. Good vibes heading your way. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. What's your favorite bourbon? I'm looking for a new one. I really like a bourbon out of Michigan called Journeyman. They're a small local family-owned distillery, and all of their stuff is, small batch and craft. They use local grains from the Michigan area, and they make really good bourbon. I really enjoy it. All right. Well, friends, I'm here for another 15 minutes. What should we... You know what? Let's make a cocktail by committee. Do you guys want to just start throwing ingredients in the comments, and we will make one cocktail, hopefully in the next 15 minutes with all of your suggestions. The more people vote on stuff, the more I'll make it. So start putting in some ingredients in the comments, and we will start making a cocktail. And while we're doing it, I'll try to answer questions while we go along. Thank you for your valued input on tequilas. Sadly, in Ontario, Canada, they have I'm sorry that if you live in Canada, that stuff is not, they don't have any ability to find good tequila there. I'm so sorry. Cinnamon syrup. Okay, got it. We got one ingredient. We got cinnamon syrup. I gotta know what else we're gonna make with this before I pour this in. So start yelling out some more ideas. Something with egg white. Hic Cuatro fall cocktail. You want me to use Hic Cuatro in the fall cocktail? Okay. Uh, the last word. I don't want to do a regular cocktail. We're gonna make our own here. Just egg white. Okay, great. I don't have grapefruit juice unfortunately today. I'm out. Agave, green olives. No, ew. Um, Strega bitters, orange bitters. Añejo is available in California. Yeah, it should be. All right. Maybe this is a bad idea. I don't know if this is gonna work out. Maybe we just stick to talking about tequila. Mezcal and chartreuse. I can't find chartreuse. Um, Sorry, I thought this was gonna work out better. This is gonna be difficult. Uh, yeah, maybe we don't do this. Let's just focus on talking about tequila then. I apologize. Um, what should we talk about? Let's see. So let's talk about some tequilas that are, I don't talk about as much, but I really do like them a lot. So Siempre made this Vivo. It's their still strength. It's really, really tasty. And then El Gran Legado de Vida is another one that is really tasty as well. So we're going to taste these and then we can chat. I want to just put these up there though. All right, so let's grab our tasting glass. What's the one bottle in the middle of the left cupboard above the glasses? That's tough, dude. I don't. Above the glasses? You mean this one? Siete Leguas. Siete Leguas is great. Good stuff. All right. Fortaleza at MSRP is a thing of the past. I don't believe so. Which tequila would you recommend for milk punching? I'm not sure, but I'm going to do an experiment soon on that exact topic, actually. Louis, the master distiller at El Tesoro is Carlos Camarena. Great guy. I met him 2 weeks ago. Awesome dude. Is there any relation to the Camarena tequila brand? I think it was their family's and they sold it. So Camarena tequila, if I'm not mistaken, is not owned by the Camarena family any longer. I think it's owned by a bigger distillery. I could be wrong. Ever heard of Yayo? Heard it's good. It is good. I have a bottle back there. It's nice. It's not too expensive. You speak Spanish too? See. Why does El Tesoro Blanco have two different bottles? I think it's because they switched the bottle design recently. Have you found the new G4 Añejo? I have not. All right, so let's taste the Vivo Siempre Exclusivo. It's in a special edition, and it's made at Gnome 1414. Really, really tasty. And let's give this a sip and talk about it. Please recommend a higher end rye whiskey. I like Whistle Pig, personally, for that exact question. But so this is the Siempre Vivo. Nice notes of citrus, agave, very citrusy and floral, actually, right on the nose. Oh, very nice. Nice spice flavor, still citrusy. The robust agave kind of just kicks you in the teeth in the best way possible. And then it kind of like gives you a warm hug. It's really tasty. Would you recommend the basic Siempre bottles? I would. I think they're pretty good. They're made at a decent distillery that's making some good stuff lately. But this one, if you can find this, this is so good. I just opened my first G4 yesterday. The Reposado is really good. It is really good. What are your opinion on meads? I've never had a well-made mead, unfortunately. Wish I had. Do you think there's a way to make a cocktail using tequila and apple cider? Absolutely. Especially if you use I feel like if you would use a Reposado or a Añejo, I think it would really taste good. I actually have a video that I posted 2 days ago on a apple cider liqueur cocktail. If you were to just sub that out for apple cider with a Añejo tequila, I think it'd actually be really good. What did you drink on your wedding day? How's married life bro. What I drank on my wedding day was we had two signature cocktails that I came up with that I had the bar make. And then I had a bottle of Fortaleza Winter Blend 2022. And I had a bottle of the Fortaleza Still Strength that I had a bottle signed by Guillermo from Fortaleza. And it was great. I got very, very drunk. Tater Dom, sorry Lou if I missed it. Are you in SoCal? I am not. I am actually on the opposite side of the country. I am in Massachusetts. I'm just outside of Boston. Does your mom ever cook a meal for you at home? No, I don't work. I don't live at home. My mom cooks here at my restaurant. So she actually made me food. Well, didn't make me food. We were needed to take photos and videos of new dishes that we're launching. So yeah, she technically cooked for me today. So we'll go from there. Tequila Ocho Reposado is fire. Yes, it is. So the Vivo, coming back to this, really tasty tequila. If you haven't tried it, I would highly recommend you try it. It's really good. I don't know how, I think this might be a little bit harder to find, but good stuff. All right, now let's talk about El Gran Legado de Vida. This is another one. I'm from Mass. Where's your restaurant? Lexi, my restaurant is in Marlborough, Massachusetts. If you hit the link in my bio, you'll be brought to my website and you can go to the website for the restaurant from there so you can see it. I pour my heart and soul to this place. You guys think I make a lot of content? I focus way more on my restaurant. So let's taste and talk about El Gran Legado de Vida. Ooh, it's got like a nice grassy aroma. So it feels like freshly cut grass in a good way. Like you want to put that in your mouth. Citrusy, and definitely agave forward. Oh, so smooth. That's really tasty. Wow. I love that. It's sorry, I forgot about the tasting notes. I apologize, friends. I just got a little lost here. Great citrus elements, good agave, nice spice on the back end, nice mouth coating. It's really cool. Really appreciate that. And Noah, you're the man. Thank you. 77 watching, only 23 likes. Guys, listen to this guy. Come on. Darren Horan, Arete Reposado is the Swiss Army knife of tequilas, used for everything. That's actually a really great description of it. That's exactly why I like Arete. It fits into so many different ways of using it. Sipping it in a cocktail, all different ways of using it. And I think you're right. It is the Swiss Army knife of tequila. Friends, unfortunately, I've got another like 5 minutes going live today. I know today's a little bit shorter. What's one Brazilian dish you would recommend if you're trying to get someone into Brazilian cuisine? That's a great question. At my bar and restaurant, what I like to do is I basically took a very pointed approach to Brazilian cuisine and tried to mix it with certain American elements. So like we have nachos, but they're not made with tortillas. They're made with yuca chips. So yuca or mandioca is like Brazil's like potato. And Abel, I'm sorry, I missed your comments. I'm sorry. What do we got? It's a great tequila. I have 3 bottles of it. Oh, just order the Gran Legado de Vida. Oh, the Still Strength. Oh, good. I haven't tried it myself. You're going to have to let me know what you think about it. Do you normally go live on Fridays? I've actually been trying to go live every day of the week lately around 3 o'clock. I might try to keep that up. Maybe not every day, but right around 3 o'clock is when I'm trying to go live because it's right before we open. Lou, have you tried the El Tesoro Lafroig edition? Yes, I was in New York at a dinner with the people from El Tesoro to try it. It's really good. It's not overly Lafroigy, if that makes sense. Like it's a nice touch of the Lafroig, but it's not overpowering. I'm sorry, I forgot what I was answering. We're talking about Brazilian cuisine to get people into it. So I have nachos that we do where we made them with yuca. And then we also have like what's called a coxinha. So coxinha is a croquette that is nice and soft on the outside, or not nice and soft on the inside, crunchy on the outside, and has shredded chicken. What we do with ours is we mix it with buffalo chicken to try and like appease a lot of different palates, and so we're trying to blend the best of both worlds to get people to try more Brazilian cuisine. Now, of course, my recommendation would be like Brazilian barbecue, which we do a lot of here. I mean, obviously, the name of my restaurant is La Bareda's Brazilian Barbecue. So, yeah, that's my answer to that. Jose, good, cool. I will look for you then. Thanks, friend. I've only been live twice on YouTube. I went live yesterday and today. I'm probably going to do that more often. I was simulcasting both on TikTok and Instagram, but I don't really care for Instagram. I'd rather be live on YouTube, so I've been doing it on TikTok and YouTube. Let's see what we got here for questions. I only have a couple more minutes before I got to go. Shark Gaming. I just went to Guadalajara and bought 5 bottles of Fortaleza Reposado and cost me 76 USD and the Añejo 85. That's great. Those are great prices. That's not bad. Favorite Blanco and Añejo. My favorite Añejos, I just showed them earlier. Probably G4 or Fortaleza or Cascanes. All right. Just looking through a couple more questions. And then I think it has a touch of smokiness, or at least that's how I perceived it. The Gran Legado de Vida. Interesting. Maybe. If you could transport yourself to any gnome today, which one would it be? So it's going to maybe sound like a cop-out, but I would probably transport myself to the Fortaleza gnome, mostly because I was with those guys in New Orleans back in July, and we had such a great time, and I think they're all incredible people. I'd rather hang out with them. They are just a really good time, great people, and I'd want to be transported there just to hang out with them. Just to listen to Guillermo talk is actually like a highlight of my year so far. So yeah, I would transport myself to wherever Guillermo Souza is at his distillery. Jose Cruz, what was Jose's question? What's a good mezcal to have on rotation? I personally really like Origen Raiz or Real Minero. If not, I like Derumbes and Rey Campero, which you can see right here. So this is Rey Campero and that's Derumbes. Do you have a bar book of drinks, like my personal one, or like a collection of them? I have a collection of them. I don't have one yet. I am working on writing a book though. I'm trying to write my own cocktail book for a while. Trying to convert my girl to tequila. What would you mix? What would be good to mix with it to ease her into it? I have tons of videos on how to make cocktails with tequila. Go through those. Those are really nice and easy to make, and that's what I would say. All right, friends. I unfortunately have to head out because my bar is opening in about an hour and my staff is coming in, and they have to actually work. So I have to vacate my studio space, unfortunately. Anyway, I will hopefully be live on Monday. I don't go live on the weekends because I work. The restaurant's open. It's very busy. I will hopefully be live on Monday, and look for me around this time. Around 3 o'clock is when I try to go live. Thanks for going live. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate you guys. And thank you for you guys. What would it take for you to shave your beard? I don't want to shave my beard. Beards are makeup for men. I don't want to shave this ever. I need it to look good. So I don't think I'm going to shave my beard. Though my wife said that if we have kids, I can go just full mustache. And that's what I'm looking forward to. That's when I will shave the rest of the beard and just keep this. So, just ordered a bottle of Volans. Have you tried it? And what do you think of it? I love Volans. It's made at one of the best distilleries in Mexico called El Pandillo. So anyway, peace out, friends. Thank you for watching. Tune in tomorrow, next week, Monday around 3 o'clock. I'll be live. Later.